Seahawks, Jaguars coming up on EA Sports as we come to you from Jacksonville, Florida for today's game.
Phil, we've got a couple of the best tight ends in the game on each sideline today, and they could be the difference makers.
You know, these tight ends, they can do it all. They're tremendous blockers for the running game. They got the speed to go down the field, and they got feet, Jim. You know, those quick feet, so even when they run those short routes, if there's man-to-man coverage, they're quick enough and shifty enough to still get away from the defender.
Wilson set, empty backfield.
Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Here's Baldwin going to take it the distance. The 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. And with that touchdown, they've grabbed the lead here early in the first.
Boy, it's always nice to jump out to lead the football game. It just takes pressure off of you. And what it does, it puts the pressure on the other team. A good spot after scoring that touchdown.
Green's got a chance for a return. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Jaguars snap it at the 26. Bortles gonna scramble. But it's incomplete.
On the outside for Jacksonville, by way of Penn State, is Allen Robinson.
Boy, in 2014, he was having a great year until he got hurt. But, hey, they need him to come through for this offense to be big time. Allen Robinson's going to have to make some plays down the field.
He's got a little bit of daylight here.
Sherman's in on the tackle.
What a good job by the offense. Good blocking up front, some good blocks down the field, and a good job by the running back making people miss and getting dragged down just before he gets into the end zone.
They're back to the line after picking up over 70 yards on the last play. They break through, tackle him behind the line. Looks like a penalty on the defense. Here they come. The football at the 1.
Second and goal to go from the 1.
He is in for the touchdown.
They answer right back, Phil, with a touchdown of their own in the early going.
Yeah, a lot of confidence down there in the field on both sides. And the offenses, they got to be feeling good. Here you are tied early in the game, first quarter, and then this could be an offensive explosion here today.
And the point after is good. Thomas going to test the coverage here. And he's out across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
The Seahawks offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
From the gun, Russell Wilson ready for the snap.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
He robs him of the interception. He turns around and defends the pass.
We'll be keeping an eye on Jimmy Graham, Phil. A lot of people surprised to see the Saints trade him to Seattle in the offseason.
Yeah, it was all about the money. I mean, I know the New Orleans Saints, they knew he was a great player, but it's about money and saving cap space down there in New Orleans. And Seattle was all too happy to get him on their side.
On his way.
The 10. Baldwin tackled down.
What a nice throw and catch that time, but here it just shows you why you want to have a lot of speed on the defensive side. So when you make a mistake, what do? You make up for it by chasing the player down from behind and making the tackle.
This play set up by the long gainer. The wide receiver in motion. Got drilled as he throws it. Player to watch here on defense is Paul Posluszny.
He's a tackling machine, no doubt about it. Knows how to read the runs and get in position and get those tackles.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Second and goal from the 5. They'll run it off the toss. Smith's the one who brings them to the ground.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
Third and goal to go. Takes it across. It is a touchdown. The lead is theirs now after that trip to the end zone. That gives them some momentum here at the start, Phil.
Yeah, listen, halfway through the first quarter, you score that touchdown. Now you're leading in the game. Boy, that's a great place to be. And also, I know it's early, but it puts the pressure on the opposition right away.
And here's the toss.
Hey, I like the play. Really creative thought process there, and the offense caught the defense by surprise.
The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. And the hands team does its job as the onside kick attempt is thwarted.
The Jaguars now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
As we get a look at the defensive starters, these linebackers will be counted on today to make plays in the running and passing games. Second down now. The Jaguars lined up, bunch formation. They'll go ground. Lane's going to make the tackle.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
On the way, third down.
Look out, the defense is showing a blitz here.
Here we go. Green, 90. Green, go.
Robinson's going to secure the handoff. They bring him down, and the offense fails to pick up a first down on 3 plays. The Jaguars believe they can pick up the first in this short yardage situation and keep the offense on the field. The defense stops the clock.
The Jaguars have decided now to go for it on 4th down and a short yardage situation.
Here we go now. Green 39. Ace, ace. Ready.
Robinson's handed the football. Tackled down at the 47.
Nice job that time by the defense. They were ready for the run. Nowhere for the running back to go, and they stop him for a short gain.
Wilson's lined up. No extra blockers for this snap.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Graham's got it on a pass. Had some heat on it.
One of the better talented tight ends in the NFL. He makes that catch just right in stride and gets a nice catch.
Now 1st and 10. And that'll probably go as a drop.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Wilson's got no one behind him. Just a quarterback waiting for the snap. Wilson's going to take the snap from the shotgun. It's intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Jaguars will try to hold on to the football. This has been one big turnover after another, Phil. Just what the coaches talked about in our meetings with him this week about ball security. It's not happening here.
Well, it tells you the players did not listen to the coaches, that's for sure, because ball security is not what we're seeing out there. I know this. Next week in practice, there's going to be a lot of drills about hanging on to the football.
Robinson's marked down after a gain of 4. Second down and 5. Throws the pass. Intercepted.
Give a lot of credit to the defense this time. They got the offense backed up. It's inside its own 20. They're aggressive, and being aggressive gives them a chance to get the interception, and they make it. Nice play.
This series begins for the offense with a very good chance to score. The Jaguars defense now is going to go nickel. First down at the 18. Baldwin's touchdown. Seattle Seahawks. Finding the end zone for the second time.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas. And even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catches.
Stephen Hauschka ready for the kickoff. Green's going to run this one out. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Jaguars offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
That's second down coming up.
There we go now.
Has the reception all alone. Press coverage all the way. We'll have one more play before the quarter expires. The Jaguars offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway.
There we go. Green 90.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Robinson's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
There we go now. Green 39. Green ace, ace. Left, 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 left. Green 90. Left, 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 left.
Just a quick drop back.
Thomas has the catch.
Hard to guard these tight ends now in the NFL. It really puts the defense in like a quandary. Do we use a big guy? Well, the big guy's not fast enough. We use a small guy. Well, he's not big enough. They get pushed around. I don't know what you're going to do. Just make sure you're a good tackler after they catch it.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Delayed handoff. And Irvin's all over the ball carrier. Bortles' pass will go for an incompletion this time.
Well, that pass is incomplete, Jim, but that's just a terrible job by the quarterback. When they're running the slant route, just throw it right at their stomach.
Third down on the way. Playing press coverage to the outside.
The Seahawks defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel.
Marquise Lee makes the reception.
At the 31, here we go. Robinson's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback.
Got hit on release.
Bortles will be taking this snap out of the pistol.
Second down and 10. Robinson on the receiving end.
What a nice job on the catch this time and breaking the tackle and getting those extra yards. When you make plays like that, if I was the quarterback, I'd give you a few more chances with the football.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive.
Here we go now. 39.
The Jaguars now move the chains.
When you have an offense like this that just keeps getting first downs, not only are they moving in scoring position, but they're giving their defense a lot of rest.
First down and 10. And intercepted. They bring him to the turf.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did, they got the interception.
The Seahawks offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right plays.
Rams brought down at the 21. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Probably should have had that one, but it goes incomplete.
All you have to do is watch the head of the receiver. When they drop footballs, usually it's because you can see their head move the other way before the football gets there. That's what happened this time, and it's a drop pass.
Russell Wilson will take it from the gun.
Baldwin's there. Touchdown, Seahawks.
Touchdown number 3 on the game.
We see it more and more in the NFL. This half, this receiver, just another touchdown catch. Passing games are so prolific. He's taking advantage of all the rules. Terrific player. Touchdown.
The Jags are ready to return the kick.
And as hard as they try, they fail to recover the onside kick.
The Jaguars just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiven to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done. When you see linebackers like this shifting, they're trying to confuse the quarterback.
First down at the 35.
Scanning the field. Second down coming up.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Irvin's all over that offense and brings him down.
Here we go now. Green 90.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Surveys. Robinson's got it on a pass that had some heat. That's his first reception today. How about the way he always locks in and concentrates on the catch?
Man, he's got hands like glue. When you shake his hand, he can break yours because that's how strong they are. So not surprised to see him just reach out and just snatch the football out of the air.
Breaking huddle at the 14-yard line. The Seahawks defense packs it in now, going with the 46. Bortles tackled down after a gain of 2. No huddle time. Bortles going to take it from the gun. For about 4. This is third down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail. Here we go now. Left. Ace. Ready.
Takes it from the gun. In his hands, complete. Touchdown.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field. Oh, he actually misses the point after. That's what happens when you try to guess the snap count. They're going to run it on the toss. That hurts. The 2-point try is denied. The Seahawks are set to return the kickoff.
Baldwin's got it. The Jaguars will come out in the dime.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Jarring hit that time. Knocks the ball free.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
Here comes the wide receiver in motion. Graham's got it, and a first. That's his third catch of the day. They're going to the hurry up, back to the line. First down at the 50. Lockett with the grab. They'll mark him at the 29. The Seahawks use another timeout here, and they have one left. First down coming up. Wilson's lined up, empty backfield. Wilson's back in shotgun formation. Derek marks on the quarterback and takes him to the ground. Defense now signaling for a timeout. Set up now at the 39-yard line. They motion the receiver around to the other side. Could have been intercepted. They face third down after the incomplete pass. Wilson's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. The quarterback motions the wide receiver. The Seahawks have it at the 39. Catch made by Graham. The Seahawks have to call one right here, and they do, and they are out of timeouts. That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. They'll go shotgun here. Baldwin's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
Do the little things right. When you do those right, you get big victories. And doing it right is what this offensive player did that time. Had a chance to get out of bounds, stop the clock, give his offense more chances. Really good job by the offensive player. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
The blowout continues. Another touchdown. Nearing the half, and this one is a laugher.
Oh, well, yeah, one team's pretty happy about it, but how about on the losing end of it? How would you feel like to be being blown out here right before halftime? It's a terrible feeling, and I don't know if you can regroup in the second half.
The Jaguars are back deep, ready to return the kickoff. They're setting up the return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Jaguars offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for him. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
The Jaguars take it from the 28. Bortles on the move, and they deck the quarterback. And that will do it for the first half. That was exciting for one side and a complete embarrassment for the other. It's blowout city here as we've reached halftime. Larry coming up next to break down the mismatch. Green running this one out. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
The Jaguars talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by a surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
Two tight ends on the field here.
And here we go, the first snap of the second half. Gains 5. He's up over 90 yards so far on the day.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
The Jaguars take it from the 28. Avrils able to read that play and make the hit.
No need to huddle. Hurry up offense.
The Jaguars will take the snap from the 25. The Jaguars will risk it here, going for it on 4th down. The Jaguars all bunched up here as they get set at the line.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing.
The Jaguars turn the ball over on downs.
It is truly a bonus when you can take your outside linebacker and let him rush the quarterback and he can get a sack. Nice job that time by the outside linebacker.
Inside the 20 now at the 19. Wilson's alone in the backfield. Wilson standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
That's an interception. Tackle's made.
Even with the big lead, you never want to give a team a reason to believe, especially coming right out of the half.
Oh, absolutely. Why give the other team a little hope? I mean, you can run the ball every play and then just punt it and then dare their offense to try to score. Now you give up the turnover. That was just terrible by the offense.
An extra tight end on the field for this one.
Denard Robinson makes the catch. That's a gain of 8.
That's a good job by the quarterback. He read the defense, nothing open deep, so he throws it short, and it puts him in great position for a second down play call.
And here we have second down.
Left. Here we go now. Slow. Here we go.
Bruce Irvin has the sack.
You know, outside linebackers, they're everything all in one. They got to be a pass rusher, a pass cover guy, and they got to be able to stop the run. Nice job that time getting the sack.
3rd and 10. Now slashing to the right side, looking for room. The coach is going to go for it.
They're trying to confuse the offense here. Look at everybody crowding the line of scrimmage.
Bortles running away from the pressure. Down the field.
The Seahawks defense probably thought there is no way the other team's going to go for it on 4th down when they're backed up inside their own territory. Well, they were wrong. The offense went for it, and they came through with a good stop on the defensive side.
Wilson's ready for the snap, empty backfield.
Now he's going to change the play, and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
The Seahawks are in the end zone for the touchdown. Baldwin's just scored his 4th touchdown of the day. He made it. Steven Hauschka ready for the kickoff. And a touchback.
The Jaguars have to still be thinking about what happened on their last possession as they get ready to start this next one.
Well, how can the offensive players have confidence? They're thinking, man, well, how's this game going to be managed? We can be in any situation, and we're going to go for it. It's just crazy. It's bad. It's not smart. And you just got to play better.
You wonder where the threshold point is from your own side of the 50. 4th and 30, is it? 4th and 35. At what point do you decide to go punt the football?
I think it's quite evident there's no threshold. They're going to go for it no matter what.
2nd down and 8. Allen Robinson has the reception. 3rd down. They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly.
Bortles got it in the gun.
Makes the catch. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later. This has got to be a blitz. Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
And it's incomplete. Just couldn't hold on to it after the hit.
Thomas has really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
It'll be 3rd down. Looks like they're in press coverage here. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
We still have more than a quarter to play here, Phil, but this defense shows no signs of wearing down.
I think we're surprised by this, really. We didn't expect them to just dominate all day long, and so far it has been total domination.
Robinson's got the catch and the first.
All you can do is your job, and that was a good job by the offense, picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. Hey, don't worry about the score right now. Just find ways to execute plays and get down there and score a touchdown.
Bortles' completion percentage, 60% on the day.
Quickly to the line. 2nd down and 5. Looking at every option. Makes the catch in open space.
Well, you're really in a tough spot, but that is a good job picking up the first down. You're down big in the second half. All you can do, just keep picking up those first downs. You hope it leads you to a score, and then you play the game from there.
For a gain of about 5. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
The Jaguars will take the snap from the 30.
He'll throw it over the middle. Allen Hurns with the grab.
Well, that'll make you feel a little better. Finally getting a first down. You're down big in the second half, and you're on the offensive side. Don't look for the quick score. Just look to pick up positive yards and hope it leads you to a score later.
Bortles now completed 4 in a row.
1st and 10. They're setting up screen.
Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose.
This has been a long drive so far.
Bortles going to take the snap from the shotgun. Julius Thomas with the reception.
Just keep playing the game. You're down here near the goal line. You're getting blown out, but keep playing hard. You never know. Next week, you might be in the same situation, and you can draw on this positive reinforcement maybe you get from this next play.
And Urban in on the tackle.
They bring back out the offense to go for it.
Bortles going to take it from the gun.
Makes the grab. Touchdown.
Nice throw by the quarterback that time. Put it right on the money. Not a big window. It doesn't matter to him today. Great control of the football. Put it right in there for the touchdown. So many things you can do from the 2-yard line now in the NFL. All the teams can spread you out. They can run it. The quarterback can keep it. The big plays, the passes, very tough for the defense to stop the two-point conversion.
The onside kick is turned away, and the receiving team has it.
The Seahawks take the field again on offense. They'll be looking for a repeat of their last drive. They came away with a touchdown and really had the defense on its heels.
Well, it's going to be hard to repeat what they just did because it looked so easy, and it was well done by their offense. And I think when you talk about situations like this, it really comes down to one thing. Can the offensive line continue to dominate?
First down at the 22. Lynch has got it on the handoff.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Wilson comes out in the pistol. He'll take the snap, the first here in the fourth quarter.
And he's taken down.
That's an awesome job by the outside linebacker. He gets a sack on the quarterback, and nowadays you've got to do it all if you're an outside linebacker. You've got to be tough against the run, cover receivers down the field, and yes, plays like that get to the quarterback.
Third down and 11. The Seahawks now move the chains.
That's an awesome job by the offense picking up this first down here in the second half. They've got a big lead. It's not about scoring anymore. It's just about milking that clock, and that is an art, and this team is good at it.
Wilson's completion percentage, 60% on the day. First down at the 40.
Here's the handoff to Marshawn Lynch.
Brown's the one who made the big stop.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Lynch lined up as the single back.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Doug Baldwin makes the catch.
He's brought to a halt.
That's reception number 7 for him.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion. Jim, the offensive coordinator's done a terrific job so far here today. He's got his team winning. You're in the red zone. Let's see how clever he's going to be on this call.
First and goal from the 4.
Takes off for the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown.
This game is over.
Oh, listen, it's been over for a while, and I just question, why are you still trying to score? Have a little mercy. I know it's pro football, and I don't usually say this, but the game has been decided. Have some mercy on your opponent and just try to get this game over.
Green's got it on the return. And the tackle is made right around the 26-yard line.
Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pitching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
And he's in the clear. The 30, the 20, the 10, touchdown.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
To receive the screen pass.
Could have taken the 1-point gimme. They went for the 2, and they are turned away.
No return here, and Wilson will come back out at the 20.
The Seahawks offense is in rhythm. Coming back out for another drive. The last 2 times they've had it, they found the end zone.
Their rhythm, they're making it look easy, Jim. It's like watching you dance. You have such great rhythm. It looks like you're not even working at it. So that's how it looks for this offense here today. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
First down at the 20. Graham's got it. First down. 6th catch today so far. The Seahawks are in front thanks to their quarterback. Wilson's been unstoppable so far.
He has been unstoppable, hasn't he? When your quarterback is hot, keep giving the football to him. They've done it, and he has rewarded the coaches.
Nowhere to go as this will be a loss of 3.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The Seahawks have it at the 44. Airing it out. What a catch down the middle of the field. Baldwin tackled down.
Listen, that's an awesome job by the defense. Never give up. The defensive player did not give up, and he's able to make the tackle just before the receiver gets into the end zone. The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
First and goal from the 2. Loves knees all over the ball carrier. The Jaguars are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here.
Wilson set, empty backfield. The wide receiver shifting around in motion.
Second and goal from the 10. Middle of the field and incomplete this time.
Jim, I love these situations. 3rd and goal. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
3rd and goal from the 10. And it's batted down.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
Should be an easy one here. The Seahawks call a timeout and are left now with only 1. Offense back on the field here for this 4th and 10 play. The wide receiver in motion.
Wilson's back in shotgun formation.
Touchdown, Seattle. His 5th touchdown of this game.
This is why a head coach gets paid so much money. You get in situations like this, they have to make the call on 4th and goal. He goes for it, and they get it.
The Jags are ready to return the kick.
Green's going to test the coverage this time.
Tackled down at the 22. That return's good for about 23. The Jaguars head onto the field here, Phil, looking for anything positive after what has truly been a disappointing performance all around.
I think when you have games like this and you're behind and it's just not gone well for you all day, then you just try to get the game over with, even though you're losing. Because if you keep forcing the issue and trying to make plays, all that can happen is probably bad, and you don't want to get anybody hurt in this situation. Well, even though they're getting blown out here late in the second half, they're going with the hurry-up offense. I like this. Just keep playing. Don't worry about the score.
The defense looking for one more stop here on 3rd down after that run. And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
The Seahawks signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining.
Going for it on fourth down.
Bortles standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
The Jaguars turn the ball over on downs.
One last highlight for this defense as they make the fourth down stop here in the late going.
Yeah, what a complete game today by the defense. Everybody at all levels, up front, linebackers and defensive backs, were all good. They did their jobs, and they did it very well. And you're right, fourth down stop, great way to finish today.
Throw it to the outside, and they've got the hook up.
Tick, 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 tick. That's what we're trying to do. Make that clock keep running down. You got the offense out there. You got a big lead in the second half. Every first down you get shortens that football game.
First and goal from the 1.
Flip to the outside.
And he heads to the sidelines, out of bounds.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
Only 2 yards to go to pay dirt. Second and goal at the 2.
Rings it in for the score in the end zone.
That could be construed as running up the score, Phil. This game was already in the bag.
Well, Jim, it could be construed. You got to try a little harder or the score will get run up on you. How about that? You know, you are allowed to stop them on the defensive side, and you got to put some effort into it and some heart, and we've seen neither.
That kick came right at him, and it looks like the receiving team has recovered. The Jaguars come out now with little time left on the clock, and they've got to be thinking, what could have been here today, partner?
Yeah, that's it. You know, Jim, these are tough moments, and what you do in a situation like this, don't throw any more gasoline on the fire. If you're the quarterback, don't take a chance and throw a silly interception that people are going to talk about. Don't fumble the ball if you get the ball in your hands as a runner or a receiver, and just get this game over with.
And it falls incomplete.
Well, even though they didn't get to completion, I like the fact that they tried to throw the football deep down the field. Keep that defense off balance.
One more play, and it's in the books. Second and 10. And he's thrown to the ground.
Outside linebackers who can get to the quarterback, they are a rare breed in the NFL because it takes talent, size, speed, everything to do it as a linebacker. And we saw it that time on display.
Charging ahead.
Looking to go down the field here.
Makes the reception. And as he's taken down, that's going to seal it as they will not hit another playoff in time.
Well, Phil, I enjoyed watching the game with you, and how about a final thought about that victory?
Well, you know, Jim, I wish I could say the same, that I enjoyed spending these last 3 hours with you, but that's just not the case. But, no, just kidding, of course. Nice win. They got to feel good about what they've done and celebrate a little tonight.
I think I'll see you next week, maybe. So, for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying
Bengals Seahawks on EA Sports as we come to you from Seattle, Washington for today's game.
The running back position today manned by a couple of stars of the sport. What are you looking for here?
Yeah, it's kind of refreshing in it to do a game where it's all about the running backs. We have to talk about how good the quarterback is, and aren't they special? Well, these two running backs are special, and we see it each week how they play, but also we see it how the offenses are designed. It is around the running backs.
Wilson set, empty backfield.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Into the hands of Jimmy Graham.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Here comes the wide receiver in motion.
Going for the deep ball. Richardson's got the grab on the touch pass.
I always love it when all the experts say arm strength is overrated in the NFL. Well, tell me about that after that throw and catch.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here.
Wilson's got it in the gun.
What a catch. Touchdown. And Phil, what a way to make a statement by scoring so early in this game.
You know, Jim, I love making statements, and that's what this team did. They went out there and told the opposition, we are better, we're tougher, and take that.
Tate will test the coverage. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the 19. First down at the 19. Bernard looking for a lane. Met by Thomas.
They motion the receiver around to the other side.
From the gun, Dalton. Dalton over to Eifert. And Irvin in on the tackle. Let's talk about the starters on offense. He was the first running back taken in the 2013 draft out of the University of North Carolina, Giovanni Bernard.
Everybody's looking for a running back like Bernard, a guy that can come in and run the draws, catch the screens, and do the little things to make big plays. And what a great year he had as a rookie in the NFL.
The pass play picks up only 2. So now it's second down and 8 following the completion.
Dalton will take it from the gun. He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
Nice job that time by the outside linebacker getting the sack. They ask a lot of these guys now. They are special players in the NFL. Stopping the run and the speed to get outside and get the sacks on the quarterback too.
Lane's there to make the stop. First and 10. Handoff made. And Irvin in on the tackle.
Bernard's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Second down here after that run play.
Defense calls a timeout.
Press coverage all the way.
Second and 6. They'll run it with him again. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Dalton's going to take the snap from the shotgun.
And the catch is made by Giovanni Bernard.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
Here's the football resting at the 43. First down at the 43.
And the quarterback is tackled by Bruce Irvin.
Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
That's interesting as you watch the receiver trying to make that catch. He knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
The Seahawks lined up in the nickel. Snap it out of the gun.
And it's swatted away.
They've come out of the blocks fairly sluggishly. And this defense has taken full advantage, Phil.
Yeah, the offense having a tough time. They did not have a good series that time. And the defense, you were right, took advantage of a sluggish offense and got off the field.
The Bengals have to get to the 33 for a first.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Andy Dalton in the shotgun formation. The Bengals turn the ball over on downs.
The Seahawks do a great job here on defense, making the stop on 4th and long.
Yeah, 4th and long, there's only so few things you can do, Jim. So the defense was ready. They're well coached in situations like this, and they get it done.
Wilson's got no one behind him, just a quarterback waiting for the snap.
Geno Atkins gets the sack.
Well, we know one thing. If you're a defensive tackle, you got power, and it was on display that time. Wonderful job by the big fella, busting through there and getting the sack on the QB.
Doug Baldwin with the ball.
Gains 15. It's 3rd down coming up. That is how you draw it up, isn't it, Phil?
Oh, man, a quarterback loves guys that can make catches like this, and they're just so strong. They know how to zero in. They never lose concentration, and you never see him drop a pass.
One more snap, and another quarter is in the books.
The Seahawks on offense here to start the second quarter.
Now looking at 3rd down.
Wilson's all by himself in the backfield for this snap.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Touchdown, Seattle.
just underway here in the second, and it looks like they're going to stay aggressive in this quarter if that touchdown is any indication.
Hard to believe it. Here we are early in the second, and we already got a lead that just got increased. I give the offense credit, but somewhere along the line, the defense of the opponents has to step up and just be tougher.
The Bengals are ready to return the kick.
Tate's going to test the coverage here. And they're all over him at the 18-yard line. The Bengals back out there on offense. Their last drive, they had 4th down on their own side of midfield. They decided to go for it instead of punting the football away. We both were wondering why.
Oh, man, some people just never learn. They keep going for it on 4th down when they're in their own territory, and it always backfires. And what do you expect? Well, I know what you can expect, another loss. You just got to be smart with your decision-making when you're managing a football game.
First down at the 18. And Irvin's all over that offense and brings him down.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Second down and a long way to go.
And it's incomplete.
In a situation like this, 3rd and long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
3rd down now.
Dalton from the shotgun. Marvin Jones makes the catch.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. The wide receiver shifting around in motion.
Dalton's going to take it from the gun.
Looking across the middle.
Second and 10 coming up.
Playing press coverage to the outside.
The Bengals snap it at the 41. Bernard with the reception. A foot race to the end zone. And Bernard is brought down.
It is hard to make a tackle from behind out there in open space with the speed of all these guys in the NFL, but a good job that time by the defense making that tackle.
Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play. There's the marker. It comes out. That snap was not in time. It'll be a delay of game call. The Seahawks
Load up the box, going with the 46 defense.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Pass is intercepted.
You got to stay aggressive on the defensive side. That time the defense did. Even though the offense was going in to score, they come up with the big play, and they get the interception inside their own 20-yard line.
First down snap, and this is a scary point for them.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. The wide receiver in motion.
Wilson's back in shotgun formation. Baldwin's got the catch and the first. No one's going to get him now.
He's at the 50.
Now at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
Now we're talking about some of the fastest humans on earth. And we take into account you can't touch them or breathe on them. That's how they're able to get open and make so many catches.
The Seahawks now lined up for the extra point.
Driving extra point is good.
Steven Hauschka ready for the kickoff.
And as he takes a knee, Dalton will now bring the offense onto the field.
The Bengals offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
That's a delay of game.
Seahawks, Broncos, coming up on EA Sports. We're a mile high here in Denver as we get set for today's matchup.
I don't know which team has the better tight end, but I do know that could very well be the difference in this game today.
Well, if you made me choose between the two, I'll tell you what. I'll just say you take one. I don't care who you take. I'll take the other one because they're both that good. They can do it all. As I say, you hear me say it every once in a while. They're all in one. That means they can do anything you want.
We're underway here. Thomas is going to run this one out. And they stop him from running it out to the 20. Mark him down at the Wilson's alone in the backfield.
The defensive line, they're all shifting to the right. I think they're expecting a run over there.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun.
He's hit as he throws it. Marshawn Lynch found a second win for his career when he came out to Seattle.
He did find a second win, no doubt about it, Jim Nance. And I'll tell you, he got bigger, stronger, and he's as tough as I've ever seen him. He is a perfect fit for the Seahawks.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
From the gun, Russell Wilson ready for the snap.
And a flag comes out.
Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Jimmy Graham with the grab. Here comes the wide receiver in motion. The Seahawks now move the chains.
What a nice corner route run by the receiver. He fakes the defensive back out. And look at the quarterback. He knows that little move. When he stuck it, he led him out to the corner. Nice throw, nice catch.
First down at the 46. That's dropped by Graham, who couldn't bring it in.
As we get a look at this defense, DeMarcus Ware, a player opposing offenses hate to have to face.
Oh, my gosh. And where is he going to line up? We've seen him line up outside. He lines up as an inside linebacker. You know, he drops back in pass coverage. But when he rushes the quarterback, one of the best in the league.
They motion the receiver around to the other side.
Wilson's off the mark there. Incomplete.
It's way too early in a game like this, in this situation, to take a chance. Run a draw, throw a screen, maybe just a straight-ahead run, but don't turn over the football.
On the way, third down.
Wilson set. Everybody emptied out for this snap. He'll take the snap from the gun. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
Wilson's ready for the snap, empty backfield.
We're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
He's got some daylight.
And now Wilson slides down.
That's a really smart job that time by the quarterback. Pick up all the yards you can, and before you're going to get hit, slide in there like you're going to second base.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver.
First down at the 39.
And it's knocked down.
Coming to the line at the 39. Wilson's got everybody split out wide. Wilson standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
The Seahawks get a first down. And in for the touchdown. That's a terrific start for this team, Phil, with the early touchdown.
Yeah, just the way they planned it, man. You get in there during the week, you practice, you look at all that film, and then you say, here's going to be our starting plays for the game. You go out there, you run them, and you score. That is a great feeling.
Sanders is running this one out. And he's going to be taken down well short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 15. Davis flying out of position in the backfield here. First down at the 15. To Daniels. That's Wagner making the stop.
Well, if you guard the tight end close, sometimes that doesn't matter. They're so big and they got long arms, they can still make the catch. Quarterbacks give them a chance, they get it done.
Following that completion, second and short.
Looking middle that time, and it's incomplete.
He has blossomed into a big-time receiver in this game, Emmanuel Sanders.
Well, it's not about just the offense. Oh, the offense gives him those numbers. He has shown wherever he plays, no matter who the coach or the quarterback is, he can get it done.
Third and short following the incompletion.
Manning's going to keep the football on the quarterback sneak.
First down here after the run. Should have had it. He's one of the top cover guys in the NFL and was Madden 15 cover guy, Richard Sherman.
Jim, I don't care what anybody says. Richard Sherman may talk, say some things you don't like, but this guy can play football, and he is absolutely one of the top two corners in the NFL.
Second down and 10.
Sanders there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Well, as you saw that receiver make the catch, I'll just say this. You cannot throw the football enough his way. There's no such thing. When in doubt, you don't like anything, turn and find him and throw it to him.
Manning set in the pistol.
Now first and 10.
Anderson's taking it on the screen. He's tackled right at the 31.
Nice play call that time by the offensive coordinator. A little screen pass to the halfback. He knew the defensive line was going to be charging hard. They were, and it picked up some nice yards.
The Broncos snap it at the 31. Not able to get away from Chancellor. Second down.
Nothing like a running back who fights for every extra yard. When you get that extra yard or two, what it does, it just creates better situations for your offense.
What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
Daniel's one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
Coming to the line at the 24.
The Broncos come to the line with a bunch set.
3rd and 3. He's drilled as he throws.
The Broncos will second-guess that play call. That time on 3rd short, they throw the football. Everybody thought they were going to run it. They were trying to be too clever, and it backfired. Now it's 4th down.
The Broncos lined up for the field goal.
No good. An empty trip for the offense.
Phil, they haven't had anything go their way now with a missed field goal late in the first quarter.
That's how it is sometimes in this game, Jim. It's a funny game. Just hang in there, keep fighting, and sooner or later it will turn around for you.
Wilson's lined up, no extra blockers for this snap.
The defender able to knock it away.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, it can make a big play. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Rams got it on a pass that had some heat.
First down here after the completion. The wide receiver shifting around in motion.
And the reception by Doug Baldwin.
After the catch, it's now 2nd down and 1.
Wilson's got no one behind him. Just a quarterback waiting for the snap.
There's a flag right there. Graham with the grab.
Marshall's in on the tackle.
Players for both sides made an appeal, but the referees say it's on the defense. In the red zone.
The Seahawks still possess the football as we begin the second quarter.
Here they come to the line of scrimmage at the 12. Quarters formation here for the defense.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. And incomplete as Baldwin can't hold on.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
2nd and 10. Here's Baldwin. Seattle is in for the score. Touchdown.
They continue to pour it on early in the second quarter with yet another touchdown here, Phil.
Well, I hope the defense learned a little something on their drive. The way they are playing is not working. So you are allowed to blitz in this league. You can take a chance. That's what I suggest. Get after it, be more aggressive, and blitz that offense.
Sanders is going to test the coverage this time. And Irvin in on the tackle.
That return's good for about 23.
And Davis is a tight end, but now shifted into the backfield. Emmanuel Sanders has the catch. Jennings lining up in the pistol. The Broncos will take the snap from the 40.
Takes the hit and throws. That leads us to second down.
The Broncos come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation.
Ball is out, and the defense has it. Clady's in on the tackle.
As a quarterback, you got to know when to get rid of the football. That time, he just holds on it too long, takes the hit, and fumbles it. Bad job.
The Seahawks offense looks unstoppable. Touchdown drives the last 2 times they've had it. And here they go again, Phil.
Yeah, they've been very good, Jim. They're taking advantage of situations and scoring touchdowns, and we know that's what you must do. If you don't get these touchdowns, what happens later in the game always comes back to bite you.
2nd and 10 coming up. Wilson set. Empty backfield.
The wide receiver in motion.
Wilson from the shotgun.
The ball is taken out of his hands.
Well, but it's 3rd and long. I'll just say this. Be very careful on the offensive side.
3rd down on the way. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Out of the gun. Rams got it on a pass. Had some heat on it.
Defense crowding the line of scrimmage. Look out. This could be a blitz.
Here comes the wide receiver in motion.
Baldwin's going to pull in the bullet pass. Marshall's there to take him down.
My gosh, the wide receivers in the NFL, it's incredible. It's not that you have one. Every team has 2 and 3, and some have 4. Good job that time by him hauling in that pass.
That long gain runs it in for the touchdown.
You got to be able to take advantage of the quarterback sneak. If the defense doesn't line up properly, find the weak spot and go there to score.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. Toss to the outside.
They wanted more excitement, more tension, more decision-making. The second guess in the NFL, and now they're going to have it. This 2-point conversion, more teams are going to do it because they don't want to kick the extra point from the 15-yard line.
Sanders is going to test the coverage here. The Broncos are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way.
The defense gets a sack.
Outside linebackers in the NFL, they are such tremendous athletes. They can do everything. How about that play that time? Good move, good speed, gets to the quarterback and gets a sack. Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
The Broncos take it from the 28.
Knocked down as he fires it.
It's not always about being safe on 3rd and long. Every coordinator has a group of plays that they like on 3rd and 15 plus. So it could be seams, double moves, plays where you catch the defense by surprise and you can pick up a very tough 1st down situation.
The Broncos take it from the 28. Can't find a mark, and this is going to bring up 4th down. Short series this time for the offense. Patriots, Seahawks, coming up here on EA Sports as we come to you from Seattle, Washington for today's game.
Two incredibly dangerous tight ends getting ready to create problems for the opposing defenses in this matchup, Phil.
Man, when you're a quarterback, there is nothing like having a good tight end because, you know why? Because he's close to you. So it doesn't take great skill to throw the ball 5 or 6 yards from where you're at to a tight end who can catch it nowadays and not only just catch the ball, get you about 10 or 15 extra yards running with it.
This game has officially begun.
No return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
One player to watch is the tight end who revolutionized his position, Jimmy Graham.
I'm not going to argue with that statement, Jim Nance, because you are right. I don't care if he's a tight end or a wide receiver. He's great at both.
Flag is out.
But the hit knocks the ball out.
The defense, a little jumpy right there.
Boy, that was some hit that time that knocked the ball out.
Yeah, it was a good hit, but listen, you can tell the receiver's expecting that big hit. I don't know why. You're going to get hit no matter what, so you might as well just go ahead and catch the football.
The Seahawks now move the chains. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Press coverage all the way. They motion the receiver around to the other side.
Very nearly intercepted.
He is a former first-round pick out of Syracuse, Chandler Jones.
Yeah, Chandler Jones has had some moments where you think this guy is going to be just one of the best pass rushers in the NFL. Hasn't been consistent enough, but the potential is there to get it done.
That's dropped by Graham, who couldn't bring it in.
This defense is ready to pounce here early in this game as a 3rd and long play is coming up.
They sure are. There's no doubt about that. They got themselves in a good situation here. If I'm the quarterback now, 3rd and long, I would be very cautious and conservative.
The Seahawks take it from the 33. Almost intercepted that time.
On the offensive side, with his 3rd long, all you want to prevent is the turnover. You did that, so it's a victory for the offense.
The Seahawks will risk it here, going for it on 4th here in the first quarter. Wilson's all by himself in the backfield for this snap.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver.
Wilson from the shotgun.
He pulls it down somehow. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Finds Graham.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion.
Almost intercepted.
This will be the 8th play of this drive.
The Seahawks from the 37. Baldwin's got it, and a first.
It's first down as they head to the line. Playing press coverage to the outside.
D-line is shifting inside. They're pinching. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
Russell Wilson will take it from the gun. Wilson's now going to leave the pocket and tuck it under. Wilson's going to cut his losses here as he slides to a finish.
It's not as easy as it looks. That quarterback, good job of sliding before he takes the hit that time.
2nd and 2. It's a catch by Richardson.
First down by the offense inside the red zone. Can the defense show them something different here and keep them from scoring a touchdown?
The wide receiver shifting around in motion.
Can't hold on here as this goes incomplete.
Play number 12 coming up for the offense.
Wilson's lined up, empty backfield. 2nd and goal from the 9.
What a first series touchdown. That's a big way to get the momentum in your favor with that touchdown, Phil.
Yeah, nothing like it. Midway through the first quarter, you're on top of the other team, and you just feel like, hey, we got things under control, and you're putting pressure on the opposition to go out there and try to make something happen.
The Seahawks with the PAT to come.
And the extra point, the kick is good. The Patriots prepared to return the kick.
Amendola's got it on the fair catch as the offense heads out now. First down at the 20. The quarterback with the give to the fullback. The offensive lineup includes Julian Edelman, the former quarterback at Kent State.
Julian Edelman is not just a feel-good story. This is a good, solid football player. He can be an outside wide receiver. He can return kicks and punts, and he can play the slot. He can do it all.
And it's incomplete.
One player to watch at linebacker today. He'll be in on many tackles. Bobby Wagner.
He was drafted because he had great speed in college, and that speed, you see it in the NFL. He is a tackling machine and a great linebacker.
The tackle is made at the 40-yard line. Looks like they're in press coverage here. And now on first down, they'll go back to the air. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
That out route that time was run to perfection by the receiver. He made such a sharp cut. He gives himself some space from the defender, and the quarterback puts the football right on target, just short of that first down marker.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Brady able to find Julian Edelman. The Patriots from the 32.
Got drilled as he throws it. Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
The Patriots at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. The Patriots from the 32.
Got hit on release.
You know, Jim, it's been a long time, but when I played that was third long early in the game, I knew the defense was going to be very careful. So I was already thinking, if I don't like it down the field, I'm going to throw it short and do it quickly.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
The Patriots get set at the line, needing to get to the 20, and he's forced to the ground. They've come out of the blocks fairly sluggishly, and this defense has taken full advantage, Phil.
Yeah, the offense having a tough time. They did not have a good series that time, and the defense, you were right, took advantage of a sluggish offense and got off the field.
The Patriots take it from the 38. Looking long. Intercepted. Late here in the first quarter, and an interception gives the ball back to the offense.
You know, I know it's early in the game, but they have a chance to change the game for the rest of the 3 quarters if they go out here and score. Put the other team under extreme pressure. That's what you want to do. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here.
Wilson's alone in the backfield. Wilson's got it in the gun.
Oh, it almost picked off that time.
Well, when you get in a situation like this, Jim, and you get 3rd and long, I'll tell you what catches a defense by surprise. Run a double move on the outside against the defensive back, because everybody in the stands and the defensive players all think you're going to throw it short.
The Seahawks have it at the 24.
Scans the field,
And he's going to be sacked. So, just 3 plays and out for the offense.
The defensive line, they're shifting. They're getting into a spread look. I think they think this is going to be a pass.
the wide receiver in motion.
It's caught by Baldwin. That's McCourty making the stop.
First down following the long play. Press coverage all the way.
It's complete to Paul Richardson. The Seahawks still driving as the second quarter gets underway.
So they complete one, and still it's second down.
The Patriots go with the dime formation here on defense.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Gains 17. The Seahawks are leading in this one, and a lot of that goes back to the play of this quarterback, Phil. Wilson's been on the mark to this point.
He has. He's one of the better throwers in the NFL. When you give him time like he's had here so far today, he is going to put it right on target.
First down here after the completion. Here comes the wide receiver in motion.
And a flag comes out.
Baldwin's tackled down after a gain of 12. He'll decline the penalty and let the play stand. This will be the 8th play of this drive.
From the gun, Russell Wilson ready for the snap.
First down and 10. Throws the pass. Almost intercepted.
Gets tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback. You make a quick break on the football. Hey, you'll get in position like this and you can knock it down.
Coming up to the line of scrimmage at the 11.
Playing press coverage to the outside. They motion the receiver around to the other side.
Wilson's going to take the snap from the shotgun. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made that rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time by the defender.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Third down and 10.
And it's batted down.
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
Wilson set, empty backfield. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun.
The Seahawks that time go for it on 4th down, and they fail. I did not understand the decision, but you got to make sure your team doesn't get down from that. You got to keep them up.
The Patriots were moving the football the last time they had it, only to give the football away on the pick. Let's see how they do it this time.
Yeah, you know, that's a tough situation for the offense. You get a little confidence and you're moving the football, and then the turnover just changes everything. So you got to find a way to get your confidence going again.
Brady able to find Julian Edelman.
That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. 2nd down coming up.
We're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And off the mark on that short throw.
This is 3rd down. Third and 2. Toss play. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
And as far as the football team up, the defense, 3rd and short, they stop the run, keeps the offense short of the first down, and look at the excitement on the defensive side.
The Patriots will go for it here on 4th down and short. The Patriots are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. The Patriots turn the ball over on downs.
The Seahawks get a big break here. The offense is backed up inside its own territory. They decide to go for it on 4th down. The defense comes through. Now, can the offense go out there and make them pay?
First down at the 18. Makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown. We're midway through the 2nd quarter, and they're putting themselves in good shape for halftime.
Yeah, they are. That was a nice drive for a touchdown, but I'm looking at the defensive side. It's time for the captains on the defense to give everybody else a talk and shape things up and get back in this game.
Steven Hauschka ready for the kickoff.
Amendola's going to run this one out.
He's brought down.
That return's good for about 21. The Patriots really let it all hang out the last time they had the ball filled. They went for it on 4th down to their own territory. Let's see if they're a little more conservative with this possession.
Well, you know, it's amazing. I want to say really a good defensive call by the defensive coordinator, but let's be honest. When you're backed up and you go for it on 4th down situation like that, anybody could have made that call. So just a bad decision on the offensive side.
If there was a beat writer covering this coach, what do you think the headline would be tomorrow in his story?
It'd probably be the first time I've ever agreed with the beat writer.
2nd and 8 coming up.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Brady is in the shotgun.
Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction. Third and 8 coming up after the incompletion. Brady from the gun. He'll throw it over the middle. Finds Gronkowski. Not able to get away from Chancellor.
Well, big Rob Gronkowski. Listen, this guy can do it all. What a blocker at the end of the line of scrimmage. Good route runner and an excellent pair of hands.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. Here's the first snap after the big play. Blunt. In the end, it picks up only a yard.
Good job by the defensive line standing in there and fighting, and they hold the running back to a short gain.
Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. The line of scrimmage is the 38-yard line. Brady's going to take it from the gun. Launches it down the field. The ball is charged loose. They went for the home run ball there, Phil, but just could not make the play.
Yeah, you want to do this. You always want to throw the football deep at least 4 or 5 times a game because you want to make the defensive backs uncomfortable. If you let them get comfortable, they'll start jumping those short ones. These guys won't do that anymore now.
The Seahawks defense lined up going with the 46 defense.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Down the field, and he knocks the ball out of his hands.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
4th and 9, and the offense trots back onto the field. They're going to go for it. Double tight end formation. The Patriots take it from the 38. The Patriots turn the ball over on downs.
It is truly a bonus when you can take your outside linebacker and let him rush the quarterback and he can get a sack. Nice job that time by the outside linebacker.
Loss of 2 on that play. The quarterback motions the wide receiver. Wilson's back in shotgun formation. And Harmon close to getting the interception.
When you're going against a good quarterback and receiver in the NFL now, one of the ways to stop it is tight man-to-man coverage. You against him.
Second down and 10. Wilson finds Lynch.
When you run the slant route, it's very important to know as a receiver that you're going to catch that football probably in between some linebackers.
Wilson's ready for the snap, empty backfield. Wilson standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Doug Baldwin makes the catch. That's reception, number 7 for him. The Seahawks continue to look in one direction here in the first half. Baldwin's been getting open, and he's not missing out on these opportunities to make big plays.
He's just one of those wide receivers. If you keep giving him chances, he will get it done, and they have found ways and designed plays to get him a lot of catches here in the first half.
Third down. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. To the line at the 31-yard line. Wilson set. Everybody emptied out for this snap.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
Good anticipation that time by the defender. He gets to the receiver just as the football's arriving, and he makes a beautiful hit to knock the football loose.
The wide receiver shifting around in motion. 2nd and 10. Stands in the pocket. Ninkovich takes down the quarterback.
You know, outside linebackers, they're everything all in one. They got to be a pass rusher, a pass cover guy, and they got to be able to stop the run. Nice job that time getting the sack.
Quarters formation here for the defense. The Seahawks take it from the 38. Did not get both feet down.
The Seahawks don't have a lot of options on 3rd and long situations. The pass goes incomplete, and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
The coach is going to go for it. The Seahawks will look to get to the 21 to extend the drive and pick up a first.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. The Seahawks turn the ball over on downs. The Seahawks go for it on 4th and long, and it does not work out.
Well, listen, 4th and long, no matter when you go for it, your chances of making it are not very good. And that time it doesn't work. Good job by the defense being alert and knowing the situation.
And it's hauled in by Edelman. The Patriots signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. The Patriots come out with a split backfield. 1st and 10.
Going deep. Snatches it with one hand. Offense going to stop the game here with a timeout. First down here. This play set up by the long gainer.
Snap back to Brady from the gun.
Intercepted.
Running room.
Going to take it the distance. The 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, and he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
What a catch. What an interception. And not only that, take it all the way back for a touchdown. You talk about deflating for an offense. Oh, shoot, that gets close to making them quit.
We've reached halftime, and we'll be sending it back to our studio and Larry Ridley as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports. The second half kickoff is a comeback in the cards in this one-sided affair. That return's good for about 31. The Patriots offense back on the field as this game has turned into just a big mess, Phil, as no one seems to be able to hold on to the football.
Nobody can hold on to the football. The play is sloppy. The calling of the plays has also been, I think, a little sloppy. Give these guys a better chance to make some positive plays.
Brady's got it in the gun. Brady's going to scramble. Running room. Brady slides and ends the play.
Good job that time by the quarterback sliding. The team, you are valuable to them throwing the football, not running. Slide before you take that hit.
Brady's going to take the snap from the shotgun.
He's hit as he throws it.
Brady's mobility, boy, gives him a chance to make a play, doesn't it, when you force him out of the pocket, but not able to complete the pass because nobody's open.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
The Seahawks defense lined up in a 4-6 formation. Brady is in the shotgun. Brady to Amendola.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
Brady's lined up, 2 tight ends set. He's drilled as he throws.
Press coverage all the way.
Brady from the gun. It's Gronk.
And they bring him down at the 38-yard line. Getting set as fast as they can.
Snap back to Brady from the gun.
Looking across the middle. And intercepted.
Phil, second half, same defense. Jets, Seahawks coming up on EA Sports as we come to you from Seattle, Washington for today's game.
Back in your days when you had to take on a team from the AFC, didn't know them all that well. What was it like as we have this little interconference matchup today?
Well, I thought back in those days, Jim, we were about ready to show them what toughness and hard-hitting was. Today it's a little different. But I'll tell you this NFC team, they are a hard-hitting bunch.
The defense will use one of its timeouts right here.
Wilson's got no one behind him. Just a quarterback waiting for the snap.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver to go.
Ball is out, and the recovery is made in stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
What a deflating play for the offense. The defense picks up the fumble, takes it not only for a touchdown, but how long? Look at the blocks. That makes the offense lose its confidence. They're going to have a hard time coming back out on the field and making it happen.
And he fails to get out to the 20, and he is smacked down at the 15-yard line. And there's a timeout, so we'll take one with them. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Lynch looking out wide and picks up maybe 3 or 4. What player to watch on the outside? He caught a touchdown in Super Bowl 49 is Doug Baldwin.
Yeah, he's just a receiver who goes up, makes tough catches. He just competes like nobody else, and there'll always be a spot in the league for him.
Harris there that time for the tackle.
The wide receiver in motion.
Wilson from the shotgun. But it's incomplete.
Things have come full circle, Phil, for Darrelle Revis, now back with the Jets after winning a Super Bowl in 2014 with the Patriots.
Yeah, it used to be Rex Ryan and his blitzing man-to-man defense. Now it's going to be Todd Bowles, the new head coach, and his blitzing man-to-man defense. So they needed Darrelle Revis. Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Here comes the wide receiver in motion.
Two hands on the football and has the catch. Out of the shotgun. Rams got it. First down.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. First and 10.
Catch made.
When you see the defensive back on the inside of a wide receiver, you have a corner route on, make sure you throw it towards the sideline, let the wide receiver outrun the defensive back, and he makes a nice catch there.
That was a big gainer. Now it's time to back it up. They motioned the receiver around to the other side. Lynch is taking the handoff. Nothing up the middle here. Wilkerson on the tackle. Second and goal from the 4. Feeds him again. Nothing there as this goes for a loss of 2.
Can they call a play the defense hasn't seen yet to this point today? So it's third and goal. Touchdown ties it. I can't wait to see what the offense decides to do.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Third and goal at the 6. Takes the hit, throws. The offense is back on the field here for this 4th and 6 play. The quarterback motions the wide receiver.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
The play clock's running down. Did not beat the play clock.
You have to admit, this head coach so aggressive. He wanted to tie this game up in the worst way, so he goes for it on 4th and goal. It doesn't work. Now he's just got to tell the defense to go out there and get it done.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and 6. Wilson from the shotgun. The Seahawks turned the ball over on downs.
The Seahawks decided to go for it on 4th down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off. And of course, the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
That's a timeout by the D. A miserable place to start this next drive. And Ivory's going to secure the handoff. Picks up about 5.
Well, what you try to do so many times in the NFL, do the unexpected. The defense is expecting pass all the way. Everybody's running to the quarterback. What do? You confuse them. You mix them up. You run the draw play. That's why it was an easy run.
And that's a gain of 13.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
Playing press coverage to the outside. The Jets will use a timeout here. They'll talk it over before running a play on first down. The Jets have it at the 24. He runs with it right up the gut. At wide receiver, he has posted monster numbers for years. Keep an eye on Brandon Marshall.
Yeah, he's big and fast, but I think what separates Brandon Marshall from most receivers in this league is that he can run outstanding routes. So if he can't outrun you, he can fool you with quick moves to get open.
3rd and 2 here after the run. One last play before the quarter ends.
The Jets offense is still out there as we get the second quarter underway.
It'll be third down.
Now he's going to change the play and look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football. Good play that time by the defender. He read the quarterback, got in position, and knocked that pass away on third down.
The Jets will go for it here on fourth down and a short yardage situation. And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
The Jets really have great faith in their offense. They go for it on fourth down, and that faith paid off, and they picked it up.
Now 1st and 10. And they get the sack.
That's an awesome job by the outside linebacker. He gets a sack on the quarterback. And nowadays, you've got to do it all if you're an outside linebacker. You've got to be tough against the run, cover receivers down the field, and yes, plays like that get to the quarterback.
The Jets take it from the 33. Draw. Gets about 4 yards that time. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day.
That last play was a run. Third down coming up.
The Jets have to get to the 49 for a first.
Scanning the field. It's intercepted.
Still on his feet.
They bring him to the turf.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Seahawks set to take over here on offense, partner, and this team has to have a little chip on the shoulder right now after going for it on fourth down last time deep in the opponent's territory.
Yeah, I hope they have a chip on their shoulders because the defense just flat out whipped them. That's why they didn't get that fourth down attempt.
And it's picked off by Cromartie.
With the lead and their defense making plays like that, this is shaping up to be a very positive second quarter.
Man, they got it rolling, don't they, on both sides of the ball. And, you know, when you're in a situation like this, be aggressive. Go for the score as quick as you can on the offensive side.
Loss of a couple that time. They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
And Ivory's handed the football.
That picks up 7.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
2nd down and 3 following that nice run.
The Jets line up, split backfield.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. And Ivory's tackled right at the 35.
That's a good job by the defense, just playing the situation. 2nd and short. They know they have a conservative coach on the other side. They played for the run, and they stopped it short of the first down.
The Jets will take the snap from the 35.
He's into the open, on his way.
The 20. Not able to get away from Chancellor.
Ivory's able to get it done that time. Why? Because he has the power and the will to make it happen. 3rd and short, he just gets it done with sheer willpower.
Fitzpatrick's able to fake it to the line and still has it. Powell's marked down after a gain of 4.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
The Seahawks out now in a 4-6 formation.
2nd down and 6. Jeremy Curley with the catch. And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. They will snap it now at the 7-yard line.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
They're going to get him here for a sack.
Well, the defense has got to be excited. Anytime on third down they make the play, they get pretty fired up. But when you sack a quarterback on third down, that is one happy and emotional defense right now.
And he converts here on the field goal try. We're nearing the half, and this game looks like it might be under control after that field goal.
And what you got to do, you've got the lead, keep things going. Don't take the old foot off the gas pedal. Man, stomp it and try to bury this team.
Tackles made. That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20. The Seahawks offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points. Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch.
Browns tackled down at the 43. They're going to the hurry. Back to the line now. The wide receiver shifting around in motion. And he comes down. No, the defender tips it out.
Boy, it's tough when you're a quarterback or a coach and you see a receiver drop a pass because we know it's hard to design plays that work. It's hard to get open in the NFL, but don't get down. The game is not perfect. Find a way to get the
pass is intercepted. That brings the play to an end. What a time to throw a pick, Phil. This defense, though, has really stepped up today.
Yeah, it has. It has stepped up. But, you know, I'll just say this about the offense, that interception. You've got to understand where you are in the game, when to be careful, and that was not the time to take a chance.
First down at the 47. Here's the long throw by Fitzpatrick, but it's incomplete.
That's interesting. As you watch the receiver trying to make that catch, he knew the defender was close, so he didn't put all of his heart into it. The defender made a nice hit and knocks the football out to the ground.
At it for a moment, but the ball is knocked out incomplete.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
It's Curley with the reception. Lane's going to make the tackle. They bring back out the offense to go for it. The Jets from the 37. And it's out of bounds, incomplete. The Seahawks retaking the field with their offense in a game that hasn't been very pretty here of late. Turnovers by both teams on the last two possessions.
Well, define the word pretty. I think if you ask the defensive teams, hey, they love this game. It's beautiful. So far the takeaways by the defense, that's the story.
Wilson's unable to connect that time.
You got to try to avoid this as a quarterback. Don't throw off that back foot unless you have to. When you do, there's just no way you're going to be as good if you had good balance. That time the throw's off the mark.
Second down and 10. Wilson finds Lynch.
Do the little things right. When you do those right, you get big victories. And doing it right is what this offensive player did that time. Had a chance to get out of bounds, stop the clock, give his offense more chances. Really good job by the offensive player.
Quarters formation here for the defense. First down and 10. Down the field. Touchdown, and that'll close the gap in this one. And And as we approach halftime, that touchdown certainly makes the lead look a lot less secure than it was just a few minutes ago.
It's going to change those halftime speeches, isn't it? One team is going to say, hey, look, we played awful, but we found a way to hang into the game. And the other team has to be disappointed. They dominated, and now they're in a close contest.
They will not find a way into the end zone, so they'll only get 6 points out of the trip. The Jets are ready to return the kick.
Powell's running this one out. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
The Jets look to be almost certain to come away with points the last time they had the ball, but instead of attempting a field goal, they went for it on 4th down and were unable to convert. Let's see what they do with this possession.
Yeah, look, this isn't high school or college football where you get many possessions. In the pros, you don't get that many. When you get a chance to get points, you got to take advantage of it and take those points.
2nd down after going to the ground game the first play. We're headed to the half here in a tight, low-scoring defensive battle. I'm sure both teams will be making adjustments offensively coming out of the half. Larry Ridley's coming up next. The second half is officially underway. The Jets take the field here in the second half, looking to extend their lead in this one, partner.
Yeah, you know what you do? It's halftime is over. You come out here. You're not sure what the new game plan is going to be, but feel your way into the game. Don't take a chance early and turn the football over.
Intercepted. He's got a wide open alley. He's in the clear. The 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown.
You got to love a defense that's not afraid to take chances, and this defense will get after it. That time they get the interception and return it all the way for a touchdown.
The Seahawks offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things change in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize that so many things you can do from the 2-yard line now in the NFL. All the teams can spread you out. They can run it. The quarterback can keep it. The big plays, the passes, very tough for the defense to stop the 2-point conversion.
Powell's going to test the coverage this time. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21.
The Jets just gave up some big turnover points. And let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
The Seahawks packing the box here. 46 formation. And Ivory's got it on the handoff. He's taken down at the 30.
Yeah, the draw play, it's been around forever, and it is still a valuable asset to all offenses. Make the defense think pass, you hand it off, you get them retreating, and you can pick up a few extra yards.
Trying to power his way right up the middle. Tackles made, and the first down is picked up.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities, what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
And they can't connect.
Nice job by the receiver that time. He gets behind the defender, but the quarterback saw him open deep, got a little excited. He arched it out there, but it was a couple yards too long.
2nd and 10. Heaving it down the field. Could have been intercepted.
Pass rushers, defensive players, they love situations like this, don't they? They got a little lead there. It's in the second half, and it's 3rd and long. You are expecting pass, so you can just let it go and try to get after the quarterback.
3rd and 10. And it's complete to Marshall. And it's Earl Thomas who brought him down that time.
The Jets just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
Fitzpatrick's completion percentage, 40% on the day.
The Jets take it from the 28.
Ivory with the catch. And there's only 2 yards to be found right there.
There wasn't much there that time, so good job by the quarterback just throwing the ball and then getting the catch and just getting a couple yards.
The line of scrimmage is the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks defense packs it in now, going with the 46. 2nd down and 7. The grab is made by Ivory. Fights off the hit. Good yardage picked up on that call.
So many things are involved when you talk about people catching the pass. Catch it cleanly. Also, catch it and break a tackle. Everybody loves that. Nice job that time.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. The Jets at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. 1st and 10. Keeps it here. Bilal Powell makes the catch. And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick's going to take it from the gun. Surveys. He's in for the touchdown, but there is a flag down. We have more than a quarter to go, Phil, and that touchdown has certainly lifted their spirits and given them hope that they could still win the game.
It just changes everything here, man. I'm telling you, we're sitting here thinking maybe the game is over, but hold on there, big boy. There's a lot more that's going to happen in this game before it's over.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. The Jets will use a timeout here early in the 2nd half. It'll be a 3rd and 18 now after the penalty. The Seahawks defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Ball is out. Oh, they cough up the football, and the defense takes possession. That was a big fumble recovery that gives this offense a chance to put some distance between them here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, these are 2 good football teams we see out there today, so it comes down to who's going to make that big turnover. That one there could be the difference in this game here today.
Wilson comes out in the pistol. The wide receiver in motion. The Seahawks take it from the 28. Lynch is brought down after picking up 6 on this play.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a 1st down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Play clock's running down. Lynch still on his feet. Bailey's the one who made the big stop. Wasting no time now for this next play. 3rd down and 6. Baldwin's got the catch and the 1st.
Good job by the offense picking up a 1st down there. They've been terrific all day long. They're winning the football game, and they are tiring this defense out.
We're going to the 4th quarter. Defense has been the order of the day, and it's kind of unfortunate, but one of them is going to come up short when it's all said and done, Phil.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch. The defenses have dominated. I just love the way they played with so much, they're being so physical and so much emotion. That's how you play defense. This has been a clinic by both teams today.
2nd down now. Lynch lined up as the single back. Looking to go deep. What a catch. All the way home and all alone. Touchdown.
Well, Jim, it's almost impossible to guard these guys nowadays as they go down the field. These wide receivers, they have feet like ballerinas. And even though you get tight coverage, they're so quick, they can get open and make the catches.
The point after is good. Stephen Hauschka ready for the kickoff.
And this will be a fair catch. The Jets offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up 2nd down and 8. Marshall has the grab.
Well, don't look at the scoreboards, which tells you you're down by a couple scores. Just concentrate on every single play and try to get another first down.
First down at the 47. Looking at every option. Decker's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
If you're going to blitz, you got to get to the quarterback and at least hit him. Good job by the offensive line. The QB has time and throws the football down the field for completion.
Fitzpatrick's completed his last 6 passes. To Marshall. Touchdown. And this game just got a whole lot more interesting. Phil, that touchdown could prove to be the difference maker for this team, but still they need their defense to kind of capture that same energy and give the ball back to them so they have a chance to drive down again and next time take the lead.
Yeah, you know, Jim, I think the defense is going to have the energy and all that. I'm looking at the offensive side. Can they have the courage to call some plays that maybe the defense is not expecting? That's what they need to do here.
Thomas got it. It out to about the 27 before he's taken down.
The Seahawks offense, Phil, is on a roll right now with touchdowns coming on each of their last 2 possessions. Can they make it 3 in a row right here?
Well, we're going to find out. I like their chances. What have we seen that makes us think that they're not going to come out there and get it done? They're playing exceptional football on the offensive side.
Space to work. This will be 2nd down. Leading and with possession of the football, a good place to be at this point in the game.
Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
Good timing by the defensive player that time. He gets to the receiver just as the football is getting there and makes the hit, knocks that football loose.
That last pass incomplete, and it brings up 3rd down. The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance. And it's Antonio Cromartie with the pick. Tackles made.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Jets offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Loved what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up, and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
Touchdown! At the most critical time, they found the end zone and taken the lead. It's up to the defense now to hold on to it.
Yeah, that's what they've done. They put the pressure on their defense, go out there and finish this game off. And then, hey, look, you always got to feel good as a defensive player when you take the field with the lead.
Middle of the field and incomplete this time.
They failed to convert on the 2-point try, so they'll just have to settle for the 6.
It'll be a touchback.
The Seahawks are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better. The Seahawks have been awesome today on first down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football, it picks up solid yards. 2nd and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in.
The Seahawks from the 27. And they deck the quarterback.
Well, it's all about timing. I got to tell you something. The safety did a wonderful job timing the snap count that time. Caught everybody off guard, and he gets the sack on the QB.
Loss of 3 on the play. 2 minutes remaining in the game. Third down coming up, needing a first at this point.
We're drawing near a close, and the defense is trying to preserve a victory.
The Jets come out in a dime package. The Seahawks take it from the 23. Baldwin's got it on a pass that had some heat.
First down, pressure on every snap now.
Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football.
First down at the 37.
He rips it right out of the wide receiver's hands.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
The Seahawks from the 37.
Wants to go deep.
But it's incomplete. This is an almost must-convert scenario. Third down coming up here in the late stages. Yes, that's 4-down territory, but you don't want to face make or break at this point.
Yeah, on the defensive side, now it's time for the coach to do his job. Be aggressive. Call a defense that the offense has not seen so far today. If you do that, I think you'll catch them by surprise.
And this is a crucial third down play coming up.
Wilson set, empty backfield.
Here comes the wide receiver in motion.
The Seahawks from the 37. Graham's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
A foot race to the end zone.
And that's Cromartie in on the stop.
Just when it looked like the defense had figured out a way to stop this offense, well, they give up the conversion, and now backs to the wall.
All right, well, it's not over. The defense has got to let that go. They got to swell up, get tough, and get this job done now.
Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here.
Here's the handoff.
Slashes to the left side.
Gonna take it home for the touchdown. What a way to finish off that 2-minute drill by scoring on the ground, but there's still plenty of time left. This game is far from over.
There is. Nice play call, running that football in. That caught the defense by surprise. And then the other team, hey, the other team, they've been working on their 2-minute offense also. This is going to be an exciting finish.
Convert here on the two-point conversion. Good stand by the defense. The Jets are ready to return the kick.
Powell's going to test the coverage here. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Jets offense takes the field, and they are absolutely in desperate need of a big-time drive here to put points on the board.
The one thing we do know, since you are behind, the defense most likely is going to be very conservative the first couple calls. So make sure you have play calls to take advantage of the fact that they're going to be very conservative on the defensive side.
Every play is huge now. Second down on the way.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Scans the field. And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands. Third and long, a big spot here as they trail late. Third down and 10. He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
To me, this is a no-brainer. Anytime that clock is running and you get sacked in a situation like this, under 2 minutes and you're behind, you use one of those timeouts to stop the clock.
Crucial play here. Fourth down on the way. The Jets turn the ball over on downs. Fitzpatrick's inability to produce the conversion on fourth down in all likelihood signals the end of their last chance to win this game.
In situations like this, I know the coaches and his teammates all expect him to come through, but not that time. Just not a good throw.
This was a close one. It came down to the wire. What's that feeling on the sideline right now on the winning side?
Oh, it's awesome. When games are close, you're down on the sideline. You look up there every once in a while and you go, oh, I hope we can find a way to win this game today. They did it. It is truly extremely exciting once you get it done.
For Phil Simms and all the crew, Jim Nantz saying so long. Patriots, Seahawks on EA Sports as we come to you from Seattle, Washington for today's game. Phil, we've got a couple of the best tight ends in the game on each sideline today, and they could be the difference makers.
You know, these tight ends, they can do it all. They're tremendous blockers for the running game. They got the speed to go down the field, and they got feet, Jim. You know, those quick feet, so even when they run those short routes, if there's man-to-man coverage, they're quick enough and shifty enough to still get away from the defender.
And with that kick, we're underway. Thomas going to run this one out. And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20. Wilson's all by himself in the backfield for this snap.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Chandler Jones gets to the quarterback.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
Russell Wilson will take it from the gun. Doug Baldwin with the ball. Baldwin
tackled down after a gain of 10. Wilson's back in shotgun formation. Paul Richardson makes the grab. That picks up 11.
The Seahawks will bypass the punt and go for it early in this game.
The Seahawks had a fourth down play coming up, but want to be sure about what they want to do here, so they burn a timeout. The Seahawks believe they can pick up the first in this short yardage situation and keep the offense on the field. Wilson on the sneak.
The Patriots defense has to be demoralized by that fourth down conversion allowed.
I think anytime on the defensive side when you give up a fourth down conversion, it is heartbreaking, and it has to be heartbreaking for the defense right now.
They motioned the receiver around to the other side.
Baldwin's got it, and a first.
First down, offense readying for the snap.
Wilson standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap.
The Seahawks get a first down.
First down at the 43. Graham's going to pull in the bullet pass.
Look at the signals. The D-line is all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
It's a catch by Richardson. Richardson's brought down after picking up 14 on the play. First down here.
From the gun, Russell Wilson ready for the snap.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver.
Wilson from the shotgun. And the reception by Doug Baldwin.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course, it'll be a touchdown.
Wilson's got it in the gun.
What a way to start the game. First possession touchdown. And they've got a lead for themselves midway through the first thanks to that touchdown.
Yeah, it was a good drive that time. It had a little bit of everything in it, and it just gives you tremendous confidence as here we are halfway through the first quarter. Now you've put the pressure on the other team.
Amendova's running this one out. And they crash into him, ending the return at the 20-yard line. First down at the 20. Jackson got the first, and he's got some space. Nice piece of running by Steven Jackson.
Jackson's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
The offense back to the line of scrimmage after going for more than 40 yards on the previous play. Gains 18.
Well, these tight ends in the NFL now, they make the catches down the field. They're fast. They can do it all. And everybody is looking for that all-in-one. A guy that can block at the line of scrimmage, who can catch the football well.
They come to the line, and it's first down. Gives it to Steven Jackson. That's Wagner making the stop.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose.
He has been one of Tom Brady's most reliable performers for years. Julian Edelman.
Hard to believe this guy was a college quarterback. Boy, has he adapted to the NFL and turned into just an outstanding wide receiver.
Here's the quick toss. The offense is going to stay on the field now for this 4th and 7. And it's swatted away.
The Seahawks preparing to get things going again on offense. They took it all the way on their previous possession, mostly getting it done through the air.
Yeah, they got the leader, don't they? That quarterback, he takes control of the situation when he goes out on the field. And I know that defense, they had great respect for him. Now they fear him. That's a tough spot to be in on the defensive side.
That's a ball that should have been caught.
He is the beast in the backfield. Running back Marshawn Lynch.
Marshawn Lynch drives his football team. He gives them a presence on the offensive side. His toughness just permeates through the whole football team. That's why they're so good.
2nd down and 10.
Incomplete as Baldwin can't hold on.
He is a former first-round pick of the Patriots, Devin McCourty.
Devin McCourty has shown everybody what a player he is on the defensive side. He's played corner, he's played safety, and man, the guy is smart. You put it all together, you have it all for him.
And Richardson's got the catch and the first. Wilson's got everybody split out wide.
The wide receiver shifting around in motion. Very nearly intercepted.
Well, you want to put all the pressure on the quarterback to make really good throws down the field. Play tight man-to-man coverage. It takes perfect throws to get completions. Not there that time. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Ricardo Lockett with the catch. And Patrick Chung is able to bring him down. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Good job by the defensive line shifting all down inside. I think they're expecting to run up the middle.
Almost intercepted that time.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
2nd down after the incompletion. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Wilson's going to take the snap from the shotgun. And it's incomplete. Just can't hold on that time.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
3rd down now.
The ball out, incomplete.
Fourth down and 10, and they're going to go for it.
Wilson's alone in the backfield.
quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
The Seahawks turn the ball over on downs.
The Seahawks go for it on fourth down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Patriots offense getting ready to start this drive. I'm sure they're having a hard time letting go of what happened last time when they had the football across midfield and field goal range and failed to come away with any points.
Look, I like the fact that they went for it on fourth down. What I disagree with was the play call. It was it didn't give the quarterback enough options, and that's why it failed.
But you still agree that they should have gone for it?
Absolutely.
Brady finds Gronkowski.
Let's see how they back up the big play here.
Jackson's going to take the handoff now. Gains 5.
Well, he's in the NFL because of this, because this guy can break tackles. Good job on that play.
Brady is in the shotgun.
Throws the pass.
Incompletion here as he was looking over the middle.
Incompletion by the quarterback that time. It was good, tight, man-to-man coverage.
The Patriots need to get to the 43 to pick up a first. White's got it. Screenplay.
Shakes off the tackle.
Sherman's in on the tackle.
Don't always have to throw the football past the yard markers. That's another thing I hate to hear. This time the offense throws it behind the yard markers on the screen pass. Good execution. They pick up the first down.
Brady goes.
Patriots in the end zone.
The second quarter just barely underway, and they've erased the deficit and tied things with that touchdown.
Yeah, Jim, this kind of reminds me of a chess match. It's a good job going out there tying things up. Now we'll see the strategy from the other team.
Extra point was good.
The Seahawks are in shape now to return the kick.
Thomas is not going to test the coverage this time as he takes a knee. The Seahawks will line up now. Tie game, second quarter. The score's 7-7. First down at the 20.
Intercepted. He's brought to a halt.
Maybe that pick will be a momentum builder for this team at the start of the second.
Well, I know the offensive coordinator sitting over there going, I sure hope so. So he's not happy the way his team has played on the offensive side so far. Give him a play, catch the defense by surprise, and get this lead.
There is a flag out. That's what happens when you try to guess the snap count. Looks like they're in press coverage here.
First down at the 29. Jackson's met at the 23. Brady from the gun.
One-handed catch.
Gronkowski's going back to the huddle, and he's telling everybody, look up at the Jumbotron, and let's watch a replay of me making this spectacular catch.
First and 10 for about 4.
Jackson's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
Coming up, second down. They'll go shotgun here. Edelman with the reception.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
Brady's now completed 4 in a row. Halfway through the second quarter. And intercepted. Phil, how about the timeliness of this interception midway through the second quarter?
Jim, anytime you make an interception on the defensive side, that's a good time, no question. A good time for the defense, the football team. Now we'll see if the offense can take advantage of that.
Wilson from the shotgun. It's intercepted. Midway through the second quarter now, we'll see an offense finally take control and break this tie, perhaps.
Well, I don't know. We could. I know the defense coming out on the field, they're mad because their offense just turned it over. So I think it's going to be hard to take control of this game by going down and scoring.
First and goal. Catch made by Rob Gronkowski.
Well, that last play almost got them in here. And when you look at this, what do they do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown. When you get third and goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
The Seahawks load up the box, going with the 46 defense. Jackson's going to force it across for the touchdown. Midway through the second quarter, they put themselves in front with that touchdown, Phil.
Hey, that touchdown could be a difference maker in this game. You never know. So really well called by the offensive coordinator and executed perfectly by the offensive players.
Batted down. The kick is blocked. And he's brought to the ground. Players from both sides making an appeal, but the officials saw it on the defense. The Patriots for the extra point. And a flag is down. The penalty is declined. That last play will hold up. The Seahawks are set to return the kickoff. Just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
Man, they should thank the defense bailing them out of trouble getting that turnover. And you're right. They're just giving the football away, not being conscious of holding it the right way. It's just been sloppy play on the offense.
And he's thrown to the ground.
When linebackers move around like this, you know what it means? Nothing. Confuses no one.
He'll throw it over the middle. Should have had it.
When it's third and long on the offensive side, you have very few choices on how to pick up a first down. Call one of them and see if you get lucky and see if it works.
The pass play fails to work, and now it's third down. He sends the halfback in motion. Wilson's going to take it from the gun. Devin McCourty gets the theft.
Devin McCourty can play anywhere. He can play corner, he can play safety, and it doesn't matter where he plays. He can make interceptions. Nice play.
The Patriots with the ball back now, benefiting from the turnover after giving the ball up themselves just a few minutes earlier. We're seeing mistakes start to accumulate here, Phil, for both teams.
I think, Jim, that's what you call them. You call them mistakes. They are turnovers. They're just giving the football away. There's no excuse for that. Man, they got to tighten things up here in this game.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. Set up now at the 12-yard line. The Seahawks defense lined up going with the 46 defense. Now first and 10. Has it. Touchdown.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
Away from the ball, there's a flag down on the field. Defense was trying to guess the snap count, and it cost them there. Steven Gostowski's readying his team for the kickoff. Thomas is just going to wave his arm here and make the fair catch. The Seahawks offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
First down at the 20. Catch made along the sideline. That's his first reception today. Wilson's ready for the snap, empty backfield. Wilson's back in shotgun formation. Baldwin's got it. First down.
So far, wonderful execution of this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
No one's going to get him now. Going to take it home for the touchdown. As we near halftime, that was a much-needed touchdown that suddenly gets this team mentally and even on the scoreboard right back into this game, Phil.
It changed everything, Jim, didn't it? I mean, it changed the fans, the way they're looking at the game, the coaches, the players. It's amazing. One play, and look what it did to this football game.
And the hands team does his job recovering the onside kick. That's Wagner making the stop. That return's good for about 6. The Patriots have had a lot of success in this game offensively, but they've still got a lot of work to do as they come out for this next drive.
Well, I think it's easy for them in a situation like this. They know they're going to have to score a lot of points, so you stay aggressive, you keep calling plays, keep throwing that football down the field, running it with power, and keep scoring points.
First down at the 48. Jackson's taking the handoff. The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Well, we got a close game here right before half. Good job by the offense deciding to go into hurry-up offense. What you need here, as many plays as you can get and use up as little time as possible.
The Patriots are up right now, and credit goes to the quarterback here, partner. Brady's on fire.
It's an awesome feeling as a quarterback to be in rhythm, to get people open and have time to throw the football down the field.
Ball is out. This one's going back the other way.
Well, that's what you call a takeaway. That time the defense just hit the ball carrier so hard that he had to give the football up, and they lose it.
The Seahawks come to the line in a tight game here in the second quarter. The score's 21-14. The wide receiver in motion. The Seahawks from the 32. Baldwin's there. Catch the ball and have a lot of heat on it. The Seahawks are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. Setting up now at the 45. They're back at the line after that catch for a first down.
Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Lynch has got it on a pass that had some heat. And in for the touchdown. Heading toward halftime, and the complexion of this game certainly has changed as they've now tied it up with the touchdown.
Yeah, when you're tied up at halftime, you don't know how to look at it sometimes. Are we doing great, or are we not playing well enough to be winning? So each team, each coach has to go in there at halftime and give his team some new ideas.
The Patriots prepared to return the kick. And Amendola
He's going to test the coverage this time.
Press coverage all the way.
Steven Jackson lined up in the backfield.
It's Earl Thomas who makes the tackle.
I like this decision by the coach to go with the hurry-up offense here late in the first half. You can't be worried about making mistakes. Sometimes you got to be aggressive.
Players for both sides made an appeal, but the referees say it's on the defense.
Well, we're anxious to hear the full story on that injury. Let's go down to Danielle Bellini with the story.
Guys, I had a chance to speak with a Patriots team official. At this point, the medical staff is going to hold him out of this one with what they're still just calling an upper body injury. So, guys, he's out for the day. Back to you.
Brady, handoff.
Jackson's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Second down following the run.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing.
And they're all over him for the sack.
Nice job that time by the outside linebacker getting the sack. They ask a lot of these guys now. They are special players in the NFL. Stopping the run and the speed to get outside and get the sacks on the quarterback, too.
The Patriots snap it up at the 26.
Another sack. You get the sense that the temperature in this game is rising just a bit. It's been an eventful first half for both of the offenses, and the defenses, well, they finally show up here, this one in particular with a stop on third down.
I thought we had the makings of a song there, the temperature is rising. I thought you were going to start singing to me. But look, if you like offense, you would love this game so far here. But finally, the defense stepped up. I like the way they played that third down.
The Patriots turned the ball over on downs.
The Seahawks defense probably thought there is no way the other team's going to go for it on fourth down when they're backed up inside their own territory. Well, they were wrong. The offense went for it, and they came through with a good stop on the defensive side.
The Seahawks call a timeout here. They have 0 timeouts remaining. One more snap in halftime. First down at the 18. Looking across the middle. What a catch. Touchdown. That touchdown appears that it will secure them to halftime lead as the second quarter is winding down here.
Well, they sure hope it does. There's nothing like going in at halftime with the lead. You just feel like all the hard work you put in the week, you put it to good use, and you want to keep that lead going in at halftime.
Here at CenturyLink Field, Jim Nance and Phil Simms as the third quarter is about to get underway.
With this kick, the second half is underway. And this is Martin running it out.
And he's met head on right there at the 20.
The Patriots talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
Jackson in the backfield. Single back set.
For a gain of about 5.
He's now over 60 yards rushing on the ground.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Third down and 8.
He'll get it again. Jackson's met at the 30. The Patriots have decided now to go for it on fourth down and a short yardage situation.
Right back to him one more time. Right there to take him down.
I thought it was a little too early to take that gamble. You're down by a few points in the second half, and you go for it on fourth down. That's a big decision, and I think it was the wrong decision.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
The Seahawks will take the snap from the 30. Pass is intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Patriots offense is back on the field, Phil. Of course, their last drive ended with that very curious decision to go for it on 4th down in their own territory.
Well, I just wonder, what is it with the coach that he just hates the word punt? Because it was an obvious punting situation, and you go for it, so you're going to pay the price for making bad decisions.
Yeah, what were they thinking there?
Well, Jim, we'll never know, and I don't know if I want to know.
2nd down and 9. And picks up about 3.
Well, that short gain's going to come in handy for the offense. Even if they don't get a first down, those couple yards will make a punting situation a lot easier for them.
Lights called on once again. The Patriots don't want any part of punting the football. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Brady connects with Gronkowski.
The Patriots, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
First down at the 15. And that's a gain of maybe 5. Easy.
No huddle time. 2nd down and 5. Go run it off the toss.
Outside and nothing there as Thomas makes the stop. The Patriots have to get to the 25 to move the chains.
3rd and 9.
Makes the catch but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete.
The Patriots really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
Going for it on 4th down.
The Patriots turn the ball over on downs.
Hard to understand why the coach would go for it here on 4th and long. You got a close game. Just too early to try something like that, and it backfired.
The Seahawks will try to put a little drive together and not give the football away, Phil, as each team seems to treat it like it's a hot potato.
Well, sometimes it is a hot potato. Did you know back in 1985, Jim, I set a record for fumbles in a football season? It wasn't easy to do, but I accomplished it. It was a lot of hard work, and I got it done.
And it's knocked down.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
Wilson's lined up, empty backfield. Second and goal from the 9.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Lynch has got his 3rd touchdown of the game.
Well, we've seen a lot of terrific passes by this quarterback today. Multiple touchdowns, showing his arm strength, showing his great touch. That's what you have to do to be a great quarterback in this league.
Stephen Hauschka ready for the kickoff.
Martin's going to test the coverage here. Breaks free. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Patriots have it at the 24. Jackson's tackled down at the 24.
They get set quickly, ready for another snap.
The Patriots have it at the 24. And now here's the toss. Not able to get away from Chancellor.
Look at that. Everybody at the line of scrimmage, the defense showing a blitz. the quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing play here.
The ball is jarred loose.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, he can make a big play.
The Patriots not punting, going to go for it on 4th down. It's Brady out of the pistol. The Patriots snap it at the 26. The Patriots turn the ball over on downs.
Outside linebackers who can get to the quarterback, they are a rare breed in the NFL because it takes talent, size, speed, everything to do it as a linebacker, and we saw it that time on display.
Russell Wilson will take it from the gun. Wilson finds Lynch. Gains 17.
That's a nice play that time by the offense, getting the first down. They're up here in the second half, and they're moving the football. That's a great feeling.
Football sits at the 2.
First and goal to go from the 2. Toss play, and he's in for the touchdown.
And now that we're almost in the 4th and they've just increased their lead, could it be time to rest the starters, Phil?
Oh, no, Jim, not even close to that yet. We got a long way to go. You've seen it many times in the NFL. Big leads have a way of just disappearing. So I'm not counting this one over by any means.
Martin's going to run this one out. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
The Patriots ready to take over again. They rolled the dice on their last possession, Phil, going for it on 4th down in their own territory. And, of course, they failed to convert.
Look, there's nothing like being aggressive. I like being aggressive, too, when I'm the coach of the team. But, listen, that was just uncalled for. When you're in your own territory, be smart, punt the football, and wait for the next opportunity.
We were both shaking our heads. What were they thinking about here?
Yeah, and saying some words that we can't say on the air.
That's 2nd down coming up.
Jackson's ready to run off the screen.
Breaks free, has some space to work with.
Met by Thomas. The Patriots still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Brady's numbers, though, speak to a team that could be winning if other things like their defense were doing their part here.
He's picked off again. Going to take it the distance. The 10, taking it all the way home for the touchdown.